On the third part of election law review, we go to campaign and election propaganda. Well, election propaganda happens to be distributed during the campaign period, no? But what is an election campaign or partisan political activity? It is an act designed to promote the election or defeat of a particular candidate or candidates in a public office. Of course, when you are endorsing or campaigning for a candidate, you are campaigning against the opponent. When you are running for office, you are running against another person, no? So when you say campaign, it could be for a candidate or against a candidate. Now, um, for campaigns, we must remember several points. No, first, you are not allowed to campaign outside of the campaign period. What's happening right now is some candidates are making themselves relevant in social media, relevant on TV by releasing statements. Some are um, making themselves present in national, regional, local, and even barangay activities. Some are highly making public endorsements, or not endorsements, the launching of their lineups, no, nominations, and these are not yet considered as campaign per se. No, campaign is when you blatantly and openly, speak up um, for your candidacy. No, so that campaign period is exclusive. That is the moment that you actively should participate in campaigns. Second point you have to consider, the on the prohibition of foreigners, whether corporations or individuals, natural persons, to participate or even fund um, partisan political activity. That's intrusion to local politics, and that is prohibited. Um, the third one is employees or officers of the public service are prohibited, restricted from participating in political activity, in partisan political activity. That's why, if you remember in previous cases, we highlighted that there's a distinction between an elective and an appointive official, because an elective official need not resign when he files his certificate of candidacy, unlike an appointive official who needs to resign when he files his COC, because an appointive official cannot participate in partisan politics. So an elective official, of course, when you run for office, because jurisprudence allows it, and the nature of your existence is highly political anyway, you're allowed to campaign even if you are incumbent. No? So because generally, public servants are not supposed to participate in partisan political activity. They do not owe their existence to any candidate, but or party, but they owe their existence. They are expected to be neutral, because they are supposed to serve the public whom they owe their functions, no? Whom they are supposed to serve, not a particular candidate. And when they campaign, unavoidably they might also use public funds, which is prohibited. No? So let's go to lawful propaganda. The following are lawful, no? Propaganda in elections: pamphlets, leaflets, cards, decals, stickers, other written or printed materials, the size of which is restricted by law, no? That's not exceed 8.5 inches and a width of 14 inches in length, no? In case you have you want to distribute letters, no, it could be handwritten or printed, it's allowed, no. Cloth, paper, cardboard posters, whether frame or posted, with an area not exceeding 2 feet by 3 feet, except that at the site of or an occasion of a public meeting or rally, or in announcing the holding of said meeting or rally, streamers not exceeding 3 feet by 8 feet in size shall be allowed, provided that the said streamers may be displayed 5 days before the date of the meeting or the rally shall be removed within 24 hours after said meeting or rally. So may restriction pa rin kahit na posters announcing rallies, no? should be posted 5 days prior to and removed within 24 hours after the rally. No? That's the exception to the requirement. No? Mas malaki ang propaganda for that. How about broadcast media? For national, it differs. No, if you're nationally, if you aspire for a national office or a local office, no, for a national office, they shall be entitled to not more than 120 minutes of television advertisement and 180 minutes of radio advertisement, whether by purchase or donation. That's why this is to equalize the playing field for all candidates who may have different resources. They may have different resources, but their access to broadcast should be equalized. No? Locally elective office shall be entitled to not more than 60 minutes of television and 90 minutes of radio advertisement, whether by purchase or donation. Okay, also by donation as well. So, the distinction between local and national officials for broadcast is it's one half, no? So okay. So all other forms of election propaganda not prohibited by the law, Election Act, no? Or the Omnibus Election Code or the Fair Elections Act are deemed lawful. They are deemed lawful. So much ado about print and broadcast media, but nowadays campaign has been brought to the matter of the internet, by social media. Unfortunately, there is lack of law regulating social media. That's why it's difficult for COMELEC to monitor time, content, expenditure on campaigns using the platform. Let's say you employ bloggers. It's difficult to determine the number of playtime of blogs because they could be played and replayed several times by the same person. No? The length of blogs could range from 5 minutes or even less to an hour. Depende sa kanila. No? For as long as they are interesting, no, mahirap i-monitor ang social media. Walang batas. That's why you could win an elections even if you do not have any access to resources for broadcast media, because people nowadays, I think, would rather go to social media than television or radio. They are more hooked on their phones. Lately, for the 2025 election, COMELEC Resolution 11064 was released. But it's not on the regulation of the use of social media for campaigning, but it is the penalizing and prohibiting the misuse for disinformation and misinformation of the social media websites, no, for the 2025 elections. No? So look into that. So requirements: any published or printed political matter for or against any candidate shall bear and be identified by the words paid for by, then followed by the name, and then the words printed by, followed by the name of the printer. That's why you notice in banners or in prints may nakalagay talaga ownership of who caused the printing. No? If broadcast is given free of charge by the radio or TV station, it shall be identified by the words airtime for this broadcast was provided or charged free by then the name. No? Also transparency. Advertisements donated to candidates shall not be printed, broadcast, or exhibited without the written acceptance. So acceptance of the candidate or political party must be required. Why? Because it will be easy for the people to circumvent the law on the limited number of hours by saying, it was not me who caused the advertisement. Diba? It was not me who caused the advertisement. So hindi counted sa aking 120 hours yun. Hindi counted sa aking restrictions, no? Because I did not cause it. That's why you cannot have it broadcast or exhibited unless it's accepted. Unless it's accepted. No movie, cinema, or documentary portraying the life of or biography of a candidate shall be publicly or exhibited in theaters, TV stations, or public forum, social media perhaps, no? Kasi again, no law restricting social media. Even if the actor himself is the one who is the candidate, it's still prohibited in the restriction saying that no movie, cinematography, or documentary portrayed by the actor, media personality, who he is himself, a candidate shall be publicly exhibited in a theater, bawal, no? Or any public forum during the campaign period. Siguro, if I would want to make use of social media, I would want to capitalize on the phrase public forum, no? But again, there's lack of law to solidly support that. Any media practitioner who is an official of a political party or a member of the campaign staff of a candidate or political party shall not use his or his airtime or space to favor a candidate or political party. So, yung mga broadcasters natin who are affiliated, no, they should temper themselves. What is the role of media? Rallies. It shall be unlawful for candidates. Ito yung nagbibigay ng transportation or pagkain. No? It shall be unlawful for any candidate, political party, or organization, or any person to give, accept, free of charge, directly or indirectly, transportation, food, or drinks, or things of value during the 5-hour and before and after a public meeting on the day preceding the election and on the day of the election, or to give, contribute directly or indirectly money or things of value to such purpose. So ito yung mga bayaran, ito yung pinagbabawal, no, pagbibigay ng mga free stuff and favors, no. But may nakalagay siya 5 hours before and after a public meeting on the day of the preceding election and on the day of the elections. Donations, may restriction pa rin. No candidate, his or her spouse, or any relative within the second civil degree of consanguinity or affinity, or his campaign manager, agent, or representative shall during the campaign period on the day before, on the day of the election and directly or indirectly make any donation. No? Bawal ang donation kasi parang bribe yan, parang namimili ka niyan, except for the normal customary religious dues or contributions. I guess it should not be in the millions also. Unless it's millions talaga ang normal mo binibigay every week. No? Raising of funds for the electoral campaign, no, is prohibited in the following manner, no? Dances, lotteries, cockfights, games, boxing bouts, bingo, beauty contests, entertainment or cinematographic, theatrical or other performance for the purpose of raising funds for an election campaign or to support any candidate from the commencement of the election period up to and including the election day. Bawal, prohibiting raising such funds from such means. Let's proceed with the matter of elections on the next video.